Chapter 2: The Emergence of Layered Money. The widespread use of double-entry accounting and bills of exchange led to the emergence of layered money. Double-entry accounting is a system used in organizing one's assets and liabilities. Bills of exchanges are bills that can be used to redeem a real asset like a gold coin. Within the structure of layered money, the first layer is a real asset like gold. The second layer is the medium which can be traded to retrieve the asset in the first layer. For example, a bill of exchange. An example of a bill of exchange is a bill that was produced by the Medici family. The bill stated, "This bill can be redeemed for 1 gold coin with the Medici family." If a trade was to be conducted using a bill of exchange, both the buyer and the seller are treating the bill as equals to the underlying asset because both parties are willing to accept the risk of the issuer defaulting and not being able to pay the underlying asset. The biggest benefits of using a bill of exchange comes in the form of increased velocity of money and elasticity. The velocity of money increases because bills of exchange are a more convenient way of settling payment rather than carrying around physical gold. The elasticity increases because, unlike the supply of gold, bill of exchanges can be created without increasing the quantity of the underlying asset. As long as the issuer does not default in their ability to pay the redeemed amount, the bill retains its value. Various layers of money can be used in different capacities. The first layer of money, like gold, represents the store of value over a long period of time. The second layer of money, like the bill of exchange, is used more widely in settlement of trade. When confidence in the issuer runs high, the bill of exchanges is treated the same as the underlying asset. And because the supply of bills is elastic, this leads to increase in credit. When confidence in the issuer runs low, the bill of exchange is less trusted, and people exchange the bills for the underlying asset. If the issuer utilized full reserve banking, which means the total number of assets represented by the collective bills is held by the issuer, everyone can receive the full amount of the underlying asset. However, if the issuer utilized fractional reserve banking, which means there are more claims to the underlying asset than the issuer has in reserves, the issuer will default because all obligations cannot be met. This default is called a bank run, and financial crisis ensues. Utilizing bills of exchange meant enormous quantities of gold did not have to be physically transported to settle a payment. Thus, the risk of losing the underlying asset during the transfer was minimized greatly. In the 16th century, promissory notes emerged alongside bills of exchange. While bills of exchange were limited in the entity you can claim the underlying asset from, promissory notes did not. Whoever held the promissory note could exchange the note for the underlying asset with anyone. The promissory note eventually evolved to become the paper money we know today. The widespread use of both bills of exchange and promissory notes meant that there was enough liquidity to use the notes instead of carrying around precious metal coins to settle transactions. At this point, the layers of money have evolved. On the first layer, you have assets such as gold and silver coins. The second layer has the bills of exchange and promissory notes. In between the first and second layers is the bank facilitating the trade.